It's not just about exchanging information, it's about creating understanding and connection. As the renowned author and speaker Simon Sinek states, the most successful people are those who are good at communicating. Welcome to our podcast again. This week's theme is effective communication. And in this episode, we will explore some unique aspects of effective communication that can elevate our interactions and foster deeper connections. In today's interconnected world, the ability to communicate effectively is more crucial than ever. Why? Effective communication goes beyond the words we speak. It encompasses our intentions, emotions, and the context in which we communicate. It's about understanding the dynamics of relationship and the environment in which the conversation take place. Some unique aspects of effective communication. Contextual awareness. Understanding the context of a conversation is vital. This includes recognizing the emotional state of both the parties, the environment the conversation is taking place, and any external factors that may influence the discussion. For example, discussing a sensitive topic in a noisy, crowded place may not yield the best results. Choosing the right time and the place can significantly impact the effectiveness of your communication. Cultural sensitivity. In our globalized world, being aware of cultural differences in communication styles is essential. Different cultures may have varying norms regarding directness, eye contact, and body language. Being culturally sensitive can prevent misunderstandings and foster respect in diverse interactions. Power of storytelling. It's a powerful tool in communication. Sharing personal anecdotes or relevant stories can make your message more relatable and memorable. Another author, Annette Simmons, states in her book, The Story Factor, that the most effective way to communicate is to tell a story. That's why I guess we like these series coming on various OTT platforms or the movies, because someone is trying to communicate something through a story. Stories engage emotions and create a connection that plain facts often cannot achieve. Emotional intelligence. Effective communicators possess high EQ. This means they can recognize their own emotions and those of others, allowing them to navigate conversations with empathy and understanding. There's a separate episode on emotional intelligence in our podcast series. I encourage you to watch it. It will help you develop your EQ, and developing your EQ can enhance your ability to connect with others and respond appropriately to emotional cues. Non-verbal nuances. While we often focus on verbal communication, non-verbal cues play a significant role in how our messages are received. This includes body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Being aware of your own non-verbal signals and interpreting those of others can provide deeper insight into the conversation. Some people, they do notice the non-verbal cues of other person, the body language, but they do not have the awareness that what they are doing, what are their non-verbal cues, how is their body language when they are into some kind of a conversation, or say if they are getting angry, or they are getting frustrated, or they want to ignore, avoid. uh, is their body language throwing the signals? Are they able to compose themselves? So learning about others nonverbal cues as well as yours will make the communication effective. So some strategies for effective communication. We have covered quite a few tips and strategies and insight in previous episodes wherever communication has come as a important aspect in the topic. Here are some lesser known tips. Practice reflective listening. Instead of just hearing the words being spoken, reflect back what you have heard to ensure understanding. It's a next step of active listening. For example, you might say, "What I heard you saying is blah blah blah." This not only clarifies the message but also shows the speaker that you value their input. Utilize the power of pauses. Incorporate intentional pauses during conversations. This allows both parties to process information and can create a more thoughtful dialogue. Pausing before responding can also give you time to formulate a more considered reply, reducing the chances of miscommunication. Tailor your communication style. What does that mean? Different people respond to different communication styles. Pay attention to how others communicate and adapt your approach accordingly. For example, some may prefer directness while others appreciate a more gentle approach. Again, when you're tailoring the communication style, that includes the diversity, the cultural diversity that comes in picture. Reflect and adjust after important conversations. Take time to reflect on what went well and what could be improved. Consider how your message was received and whether you achieved your communication goals. This reflection can guide your future interactions. Be mindful of digital communication. In an increasingly digital world, ensure that your written communication is as clear as your verbal communication. Use bullet points for clarity, avoid jargon, and always proofread to prevent misunderstandings. Most of the times, you want to type something, but your mobile automatically types something else. The words that are saved in the directory of your mobile, what you have previously used. So, it had happened to me many times. Additionally, consider the tone of your messages, as written communication lack vocal cues. Encourage feedback loops. Create an environment where feedback is not only welcome but encouraged. After discussions or presentations, ask for feedback on your communication style and the clarity of your message. This can help you refine your approach and better meet the needs of your audience. Practice empathy in conversations. Strive to understand the emotions behind the words. Acknowledge the feelings by saying things like, "I can see this is really important to you." This fosters a sense of connection and understanding, making it easier to navigate difficult conversations. Let's see very common 5 C's of communication. Effective communication, characterized by being clear, correct, complete, concise, and compassionate. Clarity ensures that the message is understood as intended, while compassion fosters connection and understanding between communicators. According to experts, mastering these elements can significantly enhance your communication effectiveness in both personal and professional settings. Some self coaching questions. What unique communication challenges do I face in my personal and professional life? How can I become more aware of the context and emotions surrounding my conversations? In what ways can I incorporate storytelling into my communication to make my messages more impactful? How can I improve my emotional intelligence to enhance my communication skills? Effective communication is not just about exchanging words, it's about building bridges of understanding and fostering meaningful connections. By mastering the art of clarity, practicing active listening, and cultivating emotional intelligence, we can transform our interactions and relationships. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to connect, inspire, and create a positive impact. As you move forward, challenge yourself to communicate with intention and empathy, for it is through our words and actions that we shape our world and the relationships within it. Let's commit to being better communicators, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. Your voice matters, and how you use it can change lives. Thank you for being here. If you find this episode useful, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone who can make good use of this information. We would love to hear your thoughts on effective communication and any personal stories you would like to share. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we will dive into active listening and explore how to enhance this critical aspect of communication.